buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Kaya now on second down. And Kaya unable to escape.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. 3-19.
A shotgun snap for Kaya. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Kaya. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, they run with Howard. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Really nice pickup on first down. Leaves them with second and short. And you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult third down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. Flush to his right. The 20. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big gain of 31 on third down. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offense.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on second down is Kaya. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try the air now with Kaya. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, here's Kaya. It's caught. Jones. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Let's go. Green 39.
This is Coleman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, here's Kaya. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw, Kaya. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go now.
Kai on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some room to maneuver. Evades him at the 20. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Trubisky, flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Coleman on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Howard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 23 yards on the play. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Being chased out left. And he's got room. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Trubisky. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They begin the drive with Coleman. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Set. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Kai on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Kaya. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Kaya looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd down, 8. out of the gun. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Here we go. Leopard.
On third down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Ellis. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On the give, running right is Howard. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Kaya. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And some space here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards on the ground.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
try to punch it in with Howard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last throw here for Kaya. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation.